Blessings, soul travelers, and welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. You are joining Priestess Melissae, and we're doing a reading for the weekly forecast. We're going to take a look and see what's coming out with the Goddess Auset Isis cards. This is, or the Auset Egyptian Oracle cards, excuse me. This is going to give us a energy, the main energy that we're looking at for this week, as well as touching on every area of our lives to tell us what is to be considered or what may be coming towards us for this week. All right, so coming out as I'm shuffling the light Seers cards, we definitely see something happening on the home front, if you will. Could be an ending, could be a beginning. We will see here in just a moment. So the light Seers Tarot is also going to help us to clarify things. We'll do a little bit of a Celtic cross on that, as well as clarifiers with the vice versa tarot, guys. Hope you guys have checked out your weekly readings and gotten a look at what may be going on for you in love. I did those weekly zodiac readings as a love reading, and also my awesome graphics designer on my team, Rakim, is doing an amazing job helping me to look awesome out there. So hope you guys enjoyed that as well. We're going to also get some crystal Mandala Oracle cards out, guys. We're not going to go into those deeply, but I'm going to look at a couple of different crystals that might be good for you to work with this week. And then of course we are going to get some love messages out, as we always do at the end of our readings here. So we're going to get that from the Lovers Oracle card today. All right, so stick around to the end for that. Now, do bear in mind that these are general readings. If you would like a personal reading, do reach out to me at venusianways.org. Also, I will be putting out a tarot course, so look out for that. Details are going to be coming for that. If you want to learn to read for yourself, especially, you know, around love, people usually have a lot of questions around that, like how somebody may be feeling about them or that kind of thing. Well, you can learn to tap into it yourself. You know, you don't have to necessarily pay somebody to find out for you, but yeah, so check that out. And also don't forget the Halloween giveaway, guys. We got our blessing bundles for winners. We're going to pick those by Halloween, so check out your zodiac sign readings and make sure that you are a subscriber, that you like the video, and leave a comment down below in your video. All right, guys, so thank you so much for that. Let's get into your reading, shall we? Thank you, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. We honor you and thank you for the messages for this week. Show us what we need to know. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and relax. Beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. I just want to give you so much praise and thanks for all of the likes, comments, shares, donations, your subscribes. Hit the bell notification if you haven't already. That way you won't miss any of the videos. It's always so good to join you here. And thank you for all those who have been, you know, joining with me in the comments, because it's been really wonderful to connect with you. So I hope you'll continue to do that. All right, let's see what's going on for the weekly forecast, shall we? Goddess Isis and the Auset Egyptian Oracle cards are going to show us exactly what we need to know. What is the energy for this week? Show us. All right. Osiris. Osiris is the husband of Isis, basically. And so if you know about the story, his brother killed him so that he could take over his spot, basically. Not only that, he dismembered him, and then he spread his body parts out across, you know, the earth, basically, the entire world. So Isis found all of his body parts, brought him back, and we'll read about this, you know, because it's in the book. But it's that. Okay, so she brought back all of his body parts, was able to do a ritual to make him a person whole again. They conceived Horus, all right, and then Horus did finally take his spot, you know, in his father's place, as he honorably should have, but I think there was an 8-year period or something of that nature where, you know, he had to more or less fight this guy or whatever, but he did get his place. Osiris, this is all about, you know, pulling back those parts of ourselves that have been lost many times. That's through trauma. All right, so when we think about that from a psychology standpoint, this is all about regaining our stability, our wholeness within ourselves. So that's what I see the biggest message coming out here. And Auset as well, absolutely. Divine feminine and masculine energy. And if we see Horus, I'm literally going to flip my lid. All right, so what is on top here? We have the Nile River and abundance. You know, this could absolutely be about two people finally coming back together as well. After you've been through all of your, you know, battles and different things like that, there's been a separation for some reason. But now it's like there's going to be this overflowing, you know, of just emotions is what I'm really feeling with all of this. You know, just again, so much balance, you know, but that river, the lilies, you know, it's like this coming home, the temple energy, it's like, again, wholeness. So that's really what I see with the main message coming out today. And by tapping into this, by regaining that stability, you know, and wholeness within yourself, that's what's going to allow everything to flow and come together. So heavenly messages is what this card talks about. And then Auset talks about alchemy and healing. So we have first a 27, and then she is a 9. Oh no, she is a 4. So 27 and a 4, 9 and 4. There, talking about wish fulfillment, if you will. And then we got the Nile River with 25, which is a 7. So 7 is all about choices, you know, and we all have free will. And there's a lot that can happen between if this is a partner type of relationship, abundance or whatever. But in any case, even within ourselves, you know, choosing to be whole, choosing to come back home to ourselves and love ourselves, you know, that's just a beautiful energy in and of itself. And it just makes you feel so good when you honor yourself and love yourself the way that you should, and only accept that from other people as well. You know what I mean? All right, let's get some light on this situation. Here we are, Osiris. So this card says Osiris was married to Auset and was the Pharaoh of Egypt, and together they ruled in a wise and fair manner. He was murdered by his brother Set, and it took Auset many years to find all of his body parts to mummify him so he could become the god of the underworld or the afterlife. Osiris has a beautiful green energy, and his wise counsel should be sought when trying to understand the great mysteries of life, death, and eternal life. Oh, sorry, I kind of veered away there. But this is, again, understanding the cycles, right? And also coming to peace within yourself about perhaps where you could be within your cycle. So a channeled message from Osiris says, my soul is healed, for my beloved wife Auset did mummify me after my death at the hands of Set. Now, I am a star in the sky, and the dead join me there, and they have messages for you. They say they have made it safely. So this could be passed over loved ones that you could be concerned about. Message coming through to you today that everything is well. Don't worry. All right. They just want you to be happy and live a good life. They say they have made it safely to the other side and are happy to be free from a difficult earthly life, one that you may also be wishing to be free of, like many of us are from time to time, right? And they often sail joyfully with me in my solar bark through the sky. From there, they send you love and blessings and gratitude for accepting their transition. So if you do have a passed over loved one, definitely, you know, this is a message not to be concerned or worried. 9/11 anymore. Maybe somebody died in 9/11 that you know, or something of that nature. That came to me when I saw 9/11 with this. So, for abundance, there may be some disputes in regard to financial payments, and you need to watch out for deception. Take time out for spiritual healing and courses for yourself. So this is a time to invest in yourself, to improve, you know, your betterment of your life, if you will. All right, so it says, for love, separation from your partner for a short or long time. Spend this time on self-development and your spiritual path. Absolutely the best thing you can do in your downtime when you're not in that relationship with that partner that you're meant to be with, right? That's a time to get yourself ready for that person, right? So for work and career, delays and disruptions at work and possible job loss, reconsider your future path in life. So this is a good time if you ever wanted to go in a different direction, you know what I mean? Okay, for travel, it says travel is indicated for work, which will be successful, but a challenge for you, plus on your family life. So this could be, you know, hard on your family as well if you're having to be gone for long periods of time or take lots of trips, you know what I mean? For health, it says long-standing health issues can take time to heal. Spiritual healing would help. For family, family matters and spirit have messages for you. Elders in the family need extra support during their last years on earth. So if you do have some elderly, you know, family or whatever, make sure you're spending time with them because they could go before you know it. You know what I mean? For the future, your time of challenges will be followed by great joy. That's always wonderful to hear, right? So stay the course, hang in there. You know what's meant to be will be. In any case, what's important is, again, with that psychology aspect, you pull all of your parts of yourself back together. You work on yourself. You heal yourself, regardless of what is going on with the other person. Again, if that's the case of a relationship here, but we should always be concerned and working towards bettering ourselves and our lives through that self-development, right? All right, we got a Queen of Swords here energy. Somebody has definitely been thinking a lot, maybe about an ending that happened, something, you know, that could have been traumatic, you know, because again, when we talk about the psychology perspective and when we have these traumatic events, literally like a part of our soul in a sense can like be scared away, if you will. And so we have to like coax it and encourage it to come back. Nine of Pentacles energy. So maybe you found yourself single now at this point, you know, and kind of wondering what it looks like moving ahead, you know, because this is like a big change is what this feels like. If you were with someone, you know, like you could have expected to be with this person for a long time, you know. Balance, definitely. This is what the main energy is in the center for you. Seeking or needing to find balance, definitely a resurrection kind of energy, rising above a situation, you know, finding that healing, releasing yourself, if you will, from these, you know, the past pain and different things like that that have thrown you off balance perhaps in the past. I do feel you coming into this balanced place where you are happier for sure. 1313 I just saw on the timer. With the Temperance and the Ten of Cups, that is really good to see. It looks like you're coming out of a time where, you know, things were very confusing, or someone was being very confusing with that guy in the background and the birds. You know, it's kind of like when it's too loud. 1331 I just saw, interesting after seeing 1313. That might mean something to somebody. But whatever happened in the past was very confusing. You are absolutely on your way to finding happiness. Wow. With the sun on your mind, you know, this is what's in your, you know, I feel like you're a person that naturally gravitates back towards positivity. In any case, yeah, this is something that I feel like you're gaining a lot of momentum. You're really gaining a lot of positive energy after coming out of this Five of Swords energy. Yeah, something that definitely was not very fulfilling, if you will. Yeah. Because, you know, here with the wish fulfillment, when it's in the upright, she's jumping almost out of that trunk of money, you know, and it's like, who wouldn't be happy knowing that literally you have no cares in the world, right? Ace of Cups energy. Everybody wants to be that happy, but it's almost like there's a little bit of a catch. And, you know, with the past energy and also moving into the present energy. Like Knight of Wands could be something that you need to be cautious of, like in the sense of don't be so quick, don't move too quickly on things, because Knights are, generally very energetic. They have a lot of energy. They're raring and ready to go, just like it shows in this card, right? So if this is you, this could be saying, make sure that you don't jump the gun or move too fast, that kind of thing. But I do feel that you are more or less like helping to build your protection around you in a sense. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles energy with the Temperance. I feel like this is what you're healing right now. Maybe a disconnection, within yourself that caused a disconnection with your money or, stability in that department. Definitely, I feel you gaining clarity, having that confidence, having that success in this area for sure. I feel like you are like understanding yourself a lot better, bringing everything back together within yourself. Yeah, with this Knight of Cups energy here, I feel like that even though this looked good on the surface type of thing, this is somebody who ultimately ended up turning their back on you. This may have started out as being a good situation, but in the end, the fairy tale came to a dastardly end, if we will. Judgment in reverse, right? So, a choice had to be made is what I really see with this, especially with the Judgment energy coming out on the bottom. It's like a choice had to be made. Were you going to choose yourself, or were you going to continue to choose something that did nothing but confuse you and bring you a lot of, a lot of misfortune? Yeah, that's really the word I get from it. So this Knight of Swords energy in reverse, definitely somebody was in some mental mind effery, if you will. The Knight of Swords in reverse is bad enough, but you got the Five of Swords on top of it. I feel like this was definitely an energy of, if this was somebody that you were dealing with, was very confusing with the Moon energy, right? Maybe making you think that in love bombing, that's what they do, and maybe that's why you were feeling so good, you know what I mean, with this energy. But for some reason, I just feel some kind of deceptive energy going on here. Maybe it's not exact. Look at this Ace of Cups in reverse. This person sees you being happy. That's what I see here. Yeah. I feel like this is somebody who was your, Auset, to your Osiris, if you will. But this person, for some reason caused some trauma. They made you think one thing, right? But we got this Mistress energy here. This person is watching. See the Ace of Cups? There's always that guy down there watching her. That's what it looks like in the upright, right? Feeling happy. This person doesn't want you to be happy, is what I feel. So it's like, maybe you even know this. You feel like this person's always got their eye on you. Maybe a lot of people have their eye on you. You know what I mean? But maybe you were mistakenly seen as the mistress for some reason. This is very interesting energy. A lot of just, yeah. With this Magician coming out here, no, this is the Wheel of Fortune. I apologize. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands. I feel like moving fast in a different direction from where you've been in the past. This is what's actually going to help you to move more towards where you want to go. Turning your back on these situations that, yeah, where you trust people, right? And I get it. It's like they come across, it's like they're very convincing. You would never know. You really do feel, so safe in these situations. And then the next thing you know, you're being ghosted. People are flipping the script on you, and now they start wanting to put hands on you or something like that. it's very interesting. It's always when you get in this balanced state that people want to try to come in, is what it feels like, and kind of disrupt that, if you will. You know, it's like they can't just let you be who you are, and they can't just be real at the same time. It's crazy. I feel like this is a person that comes in and out, back and forth from time to time, and they always want to give you this offer. Yeah, they want a clean slate with this Danberite and original self. They want to take it back, you know, to the way things were kind of situation. You know, they want to revisit the past. They want to wipe the slate clean, is what I got when I saw that white energy. But this is you, I feel, really wanting to get back to yourself, who you really are. Heavenly Mercy also coming out with the smoky quartz. There's definitely a need to clear up some confusion. If somebody is being confusing, I always say, you know, I'm not going to deal with you, is basically what it comes down to. So far we got Danberite coming out here, Ascended Master White Matthew, maybe someone that you connect with. But this is getting back to you, figuring out who you are, you know, and not having this cloudiness, if you will, of what other people see you as being. All right, so Heavenly Mercy. So having to be calm and patient perhaps during this process as you're figuring yourself out, as you're trying to perhaps separate yourself from these past influences that have been confusing, so you can really see, you know, who are you? Authentic voice, yeah, definitely being able to speak up for yourself, not feeling afraid to do so. Maybe that's something that was the trauma, like you never felt like you could advocate for yourself and speak how you truly feel or what's on your mind without having someone, you know, more or less what this feels like is like threatening to leave and, you know, to abandon you, if you will. But then they always kind of keep you on the string, you know, like they don't go away forever. It's almost like you know that they're going to come back or something, you know. Angel, Bathkal, and Aquamarine Authentic Voice. This is definitely tapping into the throat chakra. The white would be your spirit and energy in general, and the smoky quartz would be, you know, kind of like what I see as cloudiness, you know, and this I feel like it's really taken you a lot of patience to deal with this, you know, to maybe try to trust somebody that you thought was being honest with you, but I feel like they keep you at an arm's distance, you know, like they never get close enough. They've always got their back, you know, except for when they're away from you, watching you. But now maybe you're speaking up and you're saying, we're not going to take this kind of treatment any longer. I know who I am, and yeah, that's what we're going to do here, is what feels best for me. And, you know, if this is the kind of person that you're going to be, for instance, if this is what this is, you know, an in and out type of person, we can't have that abundance together. You've got to be committed, you know what I mean? We've got to be a team. We've got to work together. I've got to be able to speak, you know, authentically. I've got to be able to speak how I feel. I don't need to be dealing with you as well when it comes to authentic voice, you know, feeding me a line, lying to me, that kind of thing. Yeah, nobody's got time for that. Our lives are over with before we know it, or we're too old and we can't really enjoy relationships the same way that we can when we're young. Wow, that was a bunch of stuff that came out here, but I guess I'll read it all. Let's see. Okay, so this one says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. And there's been a lot of swords energy in here with that mind energy. So for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is really, you know, call on your angels, ask them to help you figure that out. Mirror energy. This is looking in the mirror and really, you know, understanding this situation for what it is and being honest with yourself about the steps you need to take perhaps forward. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. We're just there to support one another. We're not there to boss each other around or tell each other what to do. We talk to each other like adults. We work things out. We compromise, all of that. We come to a resolution. None of this, talking bad about each other and stuff. That's childish, and that is not what a relationship is about. Playfulness says, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Could be helpful for getting a relationship back on track if that's what you are going towards, or maybe the other person needs to hear that. Look deeply within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So whoever you're thinking about, that's most likely who this is and what this is all about. And if they're the ones that have caused this separation, caused this trauma, then it's kind of like the underworld energy coming through here, more or less saying that each one of us have to deal with that aspect of our lives and choices that we make and different things like that, and that's what this person may have to do as well. And if this is you, then, for any of us, this work is necessary, this shadow work, this, more or less balancing out our karma, if you will, right? All right, well, it's worth it. That's all I can say, and however you're meant to go about it, there's no set, blueprint, if you will, or way to do it for, there's a basic blueprint, but overall, we each have our own dynamics, we're all a different variation of the same thing, if you will, and trying to figure it out. So the best we can do is be kind to one another and especially ourselves through this process. All right, guys, have a beautiful week. So the forecast is come back together with yourself. All right, feel good within yourself, regardless of what the situations may be that have happened or are happening around you. You can come back to wholeness, and that's what this is all about. Understanding your value and worth. Blessings to you for your week. Hit the like button, the subscribe, and bell notification. I'll see you soon, guys, and bye for now.